Okay, so good morning everyone. My name is LIOW, and this presentation is about my project proposal for a network vulnerability scanning and risk assessment system. So this project is focused on creating a security solution that is both professional and easy to use for local network environments. So the main reason I start this project is because the network security is becoming a huge problem for small organizations. This group often don't have a dedicated IT team to watch their networks, which leave them exposed to many risks. While powerful tools like Nessus exist, they are very hard for a beginner to learn. So they usually require you to use a complicated command line interface and do a lot of manual setup. On top of that, the basic scanner only gives you raw data, and then for the non-expert, it's almost impossible to understand that data or know which vulnerability is the most dangerous. And since professional versions are so expensive, so there is a big need for a tool that is free, simple, and effective. So to resolve this challenge, I am developing this system as a web-based application using the Python Flask framework, and the goal is to replace that difficult command line experience with a clean, easy-to-use dashboard. And under the system, we'll use the MMAT engine to automatically find device and scan for open ports and also identify the operating system on the network. But the most important part is the risk assessment module because it can test the scan result and automatically maps them to the CVSS framework. So this means the system will calculate a risk score like low, medium, or high and explain it in plain English. And this turns technical data into a clear PDF report so the user can make the right security decision immediately. So this is the comparison table between the existing system. So when we look at the current market, we'll see that the tools like Nmap are great for scanning, but they don't offer any risk analysis. And then the enterprise tool like Nessus do offer analysis, but they are too expensive and too complex for a small startup. So this system will fill that gap, and it will combine the professional scanning power of Nmap with a simple, free interface that anyone can use to manage their local network security. So the way for the system works is quite simple. So at the first, it will check the user inputs to make sure it is safe and valid, and then the backend triggers the Nmap engines to find all active devices on the network. Once the scan is done, the system will process the data and applies the CVS matrix to find the risk level. And it will also save everything in the SQLite database. And this allows the user to check their scan history and also generate a professional report anytime they need it. So the main objective is to study the best way to scan network and how the CVS scoring system works. And then the second objective is to develop a working prototype using Python and ML. And my third objective is to test the system in a virtual lab to make sure the results are accurate and the system is easy to use. And then for the project scope, it is important to note that this system is specifically for local area networks using IPv4. And it is focused on network layer problems like open ports or misconfigured service. And it is designed as a diagnostics tool, so it does not include features like automated hacking, fixing bugs, or scanning wide area networks. So I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you.